Hello everybody. We've had some interesting news come out of New York this week. Mayor Bloomberg wants to cap out the amount of sugary drinks you can get at 16 ounces. Now, just to give you a little bit of perspective, this is a 32-ounce cup from Quick Trip gas station, and this cup costs 69 cents. This is actually a 16-ounce cup from Dickey's Barbecue here in Texas, and for side-by-side comparison you can see how much difference this is. So obviously the mayor has gotten an enormous amount of criticism for his stance on capping the limits of sugary drinks. I think most people maybe recognize that there's an underlying problem here. I don't think most people want to be unhealthy. They don't want to go out of their way to get the highest calorie, biggest sugar content in a drink, or even the highest calorie food. There are those who don't care how healthy they are. These drinks, like the QT drink that is 69 cents. And QT is not alone. There are so many places, like Racetrack has 49-cent drinks, $1 at McDonald's for any size. Now, the thing is, when drinks are so cheap, people who are financially challenged will go out of their way to get items that give them the most for the amount of money they have. So if you can get a 32-ounce drink for 50 cents versus buying a bottle of water per se for $3, I mean, there's a price that comes with being healthy, eating healthy, living healthy. And it's really unfortunate that we live in a society, or the way that we live is that if we want to be healthy, we have to pay a lot more money to be healthy, to get healthier foods, to get better quality foods, versus being unhealthy. It's cheaper, so financially we can get by easier. But in the long run, it's going to cost us so much money in healthcare expenses. And we already have a healthcare crisis. I agree that we obviously have a problem here with the sugar intake that we have, the fact that soda is the most popular beverage in the United States. It's not good in the long term, and there's so many research studies to prove the long-term lasting effects of, incredible amounts of soda intake. And also terribly fatty foods. If you're going to legislate or support or encourage some sort of tax on or limitation of the bad, there needs to be some other solution for the good. We want people to drink less beverages, less sugary beverages, then you're going to want to give some sort of incentive for good beverages, some sort of regulation act, discount, encouragement needs to happen if you want to put a stop to all of the excessive sugary beverages and the excessive fat that we put in our bodies from lower quality foods and processed foods. Then there needs to be some sort of someone on the other side of the bad saying we're going to give a better initiative for people to eat healthier and it not drain their budget. People, for the most part, I believe, would eat, drink, live healthier if it didn't drain their budgets. People would be much more inclined to partake in healthier lifestyles if they had the means to do so. Good job, Mayor Bloomberg, for pointing out the problem, that we drink too much sugary things. We eat too much fatty foods, too much processed foods. We want to limit the bad that we do, but you have to have a solution to make it easier, to make it less of a burden to be healthier. There needs to be a better solution. What do you think? Do you think that this capping of the drink size is a good idea? Do you think that it's going to have an impact on the amount of sugary beverages people in New York take? Do you think it might be widespread? Do you think it's a terrible idea? There's a lot of ifs, ands, or buts around this situation that needs to be answered before more people will be okay with it and before I think that it will go forward anymore. But let me know below what you think, because there has to be a better answer to this problem than just capping the drink size, because aren't there always refills?